This video was sponsored by all of the fantastic backers over at Patreon. Check the link out in the description or go to patreon.com/stuffplus to find out more. Generic greetings and welcome back to Stellaris once again. In the previous episode, war, but not entirely great war because, well, not that any war is great apart from, well, the Great War. But what I'm trying to say is that we went to war and I thought we would be able to take this area very easy. This is the Quapinjaxi and it didn't go so well. I managed to lose a couple of fleets, some on some very, very risky missions, some on what we would class as very safe spaces, and it just didn't work out. But we are on a plus 23% war score, so we are statistically doing okay, even though we have lost some fights. The people involved are myself, the coalition, which is up the top left, and the commonality, which is on the right hand side. We are against the Quapinjaxi, which is the green guys down here. We have the Miriam Starcorp, which is currently getting absorbed by this guy anyway, as well as the bonded merchants, the Cuep Itilium bonded merchants, these guys on the right, and then finally we also have the Natraxi as well, and that's fine because we currently have 17k of Strike Force Medusa fleet as well as 13.1k of Strike Force Phoenix, which is the Federation fleet. We're going to be unpausing it and spending the next 5 to 10 minutes building up lots of battleships, and then once we are around the sort of 40,000 level, I think we'll go in and try this again. We do have a transport fleet. It is currently sitting in G Colony 1, and that should be enough to take stuff out. This is the, I believe it is the Psi Corps, although I can't actually see them. Yes, the Psi Warriors. So it might be prudent of us to build more of those. We do have a military academy here, so we are going to build some 2 psionic armies maybe, and we'll have 12 in total. That should be okay. But other than that, building more battleships, going to go for the attack, standard stuff. So let's just have a quick look down at all the planets just to make sure there's nothing to upgrade, which as far as I can tell there's only 1 or 2 pieces. Yeah, that's fine. We are getting, good grief, look at, we've got 6,000 energy and we're getting 106 a turn. We've also got 620 minerals, getting 302 a turn, so that's quite good. We can have a little chat with the Artist Enclave, which we haven't done, and say, can we commission an art piece, which is plus 8 unity and migration attraction? Not really something we want, but a festival would be happiness and growth speed. Again, not something we really want. Let's see if we've got, what else have we got? We've also got the Zuracorp, which can give a strategic resource of Zura Gel, which increases habitability. Again, not great. What else? The rest are dead. We did have others, but they've been destroyed, sadly. So there's the Trader, the Artist, and the Curator, but the Curator's gone, and that's the one that can give us resources. So maybe get an art piece, which is unity output plus 8. I don't think I need that because I'm on plus 463 unity every turn. So, well, every month, in-game month, which is currently paused anyway for some reason. So, festival across the world, we'll go for, ooh, it does require resources, minerals. Now, we're not going to do that. What we will do, though, is have a chat with Zuracorp. We'll say trade for minerals, and we'll give them some of that energy, and then we'll go back to the spaceport and we'll start building some of these battleships. Now, originally, we had a lot of destroyers, but we've just gone with the battleships for the time being because that's going to give us medium X-ray lasers and the quantum missiles and that sort of thing. So that should be all right. We will probably do okay with just that, although it might be best to attack. Looks like the Holy Katnor Nation is wanting a research agreement for 10 years, and honestly, I will accept that because having this guy, you know, friendly might be good. In fact, I would like to invite him into the Federation, but he just doesn't seem to want it. He's still at war with the Natraxi as well, so anything I can do to help that guy out. Going to probably start building some destroyers, the destroyers being the Goblin class being, when we check in here, the picket ship. So it's got Guardian Point Defense. Guardian Point Defense? Well, I don't know why I have to enter Liverpool there. Oh, good grief. So, you alright, mate? That was Brummy. Okay, I'll stop trying to do accents. Can't even do mine. Anyway, so, building up fleet. 19.7k and then 13k on that one. That's quite good. The latest Stellaris devlog and the announcements has been on there, and I think it's called Apocalypta. I can't remember the name actually. Either way, it's going to bring in Titans, which is already, they're already in the game to be fair, but now they're going to be proper properly buildable. That's the Ministry of Benevolence there. We've got Clone Commandos, Core Systems +1, cheaper war demands. Cheaper war demands, actually, yeah, because we seem to be doing a lot of that. Titans and Planet Killers. Planet Killers is something that they've always wanted, and it's been on the list. You could actually go and check their list. They have a list of what they want to bring in, and that was, you know, on there. And I just didn't think they'd bring it now, but they are bringing in. They're calling them Planet Killers, but they don't technically kill the planets all the time. They can do other things like put a big. Well, one of them is just a planet cracker. It just fires a big beam and then cracks it in half. So you're talking the Death Star, you know, Danger Egg, or Babylon 5. Either I guess the Vorlon one is a planet destroyer. The Vorlon one, although is it ever fired in anger? The Vorlon one. I think it is off Babylon 5, but you don't see the effect of it. I just know it kills it. The Shadows have a planet killer, but it doesn't crack the planet. It's just a big cloud that goes around it and then fires thermonuclear missiles into it and such. So that's one thing. So, but there's a lot of in sci-fi, the sci-fi trope and stuff. You've got a lot of these really big planet killery type stuff. You've also got one that turns all of the population, if you're playing a spiritualist, into like spiritualist people and lots of stuff towards that. You've got one that puts a big bubble around it, another one that changes them all into I think one just wipes it out and just makes it a completely dead world. And then finally I think you've got a one that what is it? I think it's something like it changes it so you have I think it's like turns them from from biological to synthetic, which is cool. Anyway, we can have a little chat with the Shroud. So, hi, Shroud. Reach into that. And found a tiny space within the Shroud that has a concentration of psionic energy that's magnitude we've never seen before. And any side can manage to successfully tap in the pocket of raw energy should become immensely powerful, only enough for a single individual. So we're going to go with the top one, which is Vittoria de Lucia, and we'll click on that, and it says the Shroud. Unfortunately, mine was unable to cope with the stress, and yeah, that didn't work out. It killed our leader. Oops. Oh, well. It happens, I guess. We'll go for... Who do we want to build now? I'll just say... That doesn't really matter. Let's see what they bring that up as. Yes, that didn't work out too well. There's some gamma lasers, which will give us some upgrades. And finally, we've got particle lance. It took us long enough, but we finally got an X weapon. Okay, let's just upgrade our fleets there. We'll send them back over. Sadly, we do have to bring them all the way back to G Colony 1, but, you know, it is what it is. In terms of destroyers, we've got... only one there, so we need some more destroyers. So we'll go for 1, 2 destroyers... 2 destroyers, haven't got enough, so we will probably have another chat with the Zuracorp. We'll trade for minerals, swap that over, and then keep building some more destroyers. So destroyers and destroyers. There we are. So it looks like we've got who's been elected? Juagan Schaefer, previously a governor, has been elected, so we don't have a planetary governor, so we are going to change that. We'll recruit a governor. So we've got leader recruitment cost reduction, we've got clear tile blockers. Build cost of stuff is quite good, and 10% on all of our research. Yes, please, come along here. Welcome aboard. That's your nice chair now. Tell people how to do research. So, going back, getting this all tool back up, getting it refitted. That's the idea. Current strike force now 26k, probably go up to about 27 plus a bit of change once we've got everything in there. Probably also want to start going for maybe some cruisers. If we just check on our cruisers here, we can see that they are armed with just lots of lasers. So to be fair, the battleship's better. I've also got lots of bombers as well. I don't know why they're putting lots of bombers on there, but it's not a complaint, just an observation, you understand. Looks like people have gained levels. Yeah. Current war score's on 39%, so that's going very, very well indeed. So I'm not doing much, but I'm guessing, yeah, as you can see, look, these 2 planets on the right are now occupied by the Commonality, and over where the Mirians are, we've got that one owned by the, that'll be the Coalition, so that's quite good. Obviously down here, nothing's coming at me. In terms of this system here, you can see they've got a 13 and a 12, or 2 13k fleets around there. They're just bombarding it, but they're not yet dropping any troops, which is interesting because if you look at this, if you look at the armies, I've got no armies there. It's just all militia. It's just, you know, no occupying forces whatsoever. It's just whatever we've sent over there. So, yeah. Anyway, it's taken a while to build this back up. We do have 6 Goblin-class destroyers. So I think if we go for double that, if we can go for 12, that'll be about right. Let's knock it up to fastest speed and watch the game absolutely die. We'll go for more Goblin classes. Get 12. That should be enough enough to stop any missiles that come at us. Although, to be fair, I don't think they're firing a lot of them. Another bit of research completed there. We've got a hydroponic farm, which we don't need. Cheap war demands again. Climate transformation. Tomb world habitability, that might be quite good. Leader lifespan and increase years, that's okay. We've also got... and now a xenophobic faction pop up because, well, I'm guessing we are... Well, we are doing a lot of that, well, not xenophobic stuff, but we're doing war, which does increase the xenophobic faction chance, I believe. Migration treaty proposal has been accepted by the Miriams and the Quap and Jaxi, trying to band together. We also have another tradition available, which we have a look. We can see that the last one is the administrative operations, which will give us the consumer good cost reduction by 20% and an ascension perk. So watch this. If you look for the minerals, we're on 247. We'll accept that, and that goes to 260. So it's not a massive bonus, but it's good enough. So we have some Ascension perks. Ascension perks are, in no particular order other than the very strict order from top to bottom, World Shaper, that's terraforming cost, we don't need that one. Defender of the Galaxy, that's good for endgame crises and such, but we don't have that at the moment. Galactic Contender, very good against Fallen Empires, again, we don't have that. Technological Ascendancy, which is a 10% research speed, that's very good, but maybe not. One Vision, which is Government Ethics Attraction, I'm Spiritualist, we don't need that. Mastery of Nature, that's Tile Blockers, again, we've totally passed that and out-leveled that now. Voidborn, that unlocks the Habitat, very, very useful piece of kit that, so we might go for that. Imperial Prerogative, increased sector systems by +5. We've already got +2 remaining, so no need to do that. And then Shared Destiny, which is subject integration cost. So quite honestly, Voidborn would be a useful one, but what else have we got? There's loads of other stuff we've got here. Most of this we can't get, though, because we've got things like Evolution Mastery and stuff, but we've gone Psionic, so we can't go that way now, I don't believe. So it's really just things like the Master Builders, Circle of Life, and Galactic Wonders, which is Mega Structures, but if you look, I've got 3 Ascension perks, so I could go for that. I'm just going to pause a second. This world here, this is an arid world. So has that now been terraformed? I believe so. Let me just pause it for a second. I'm just going to double check. We got 18 Goblin class destroyers. That's a bit too many. I didn't really mean to build that. I just want to check. That must have just been terraformed because we must have set that going at some point. Because I only record this once a week, it's hard to remember what I did, well, yesterday, but it's hard to remember what we set going a month ago. Arid world, and this is an arid world, is it? It is an arid world. If I take that, will this guy be pissed off? I don't think so. So we're going to go for G Colony 1. We will go for a spaceport and set going the colony ship and then get that going there, which is good. Very good indeed. We need to probably build... I don't need to build any more spaceports, quite honestly, although it might be worth it to upgrade that. It's always worthy of upgrading the spaceports there, especially since we haven't got all of the upgrades, so we haven't got a observatory, nor have we got an engineering bay. So yeah, we've got crew quarters, but we haven't got... So, do we need an engineering bay or a fleet academy? We need a fleet academy, because if you're building the G Colony 1, then you need that. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. How to work. Governor Masheshnak has developed a new skill. And our detection instruments have, for the first time, picked up radio signals emanating from the... The Voral cornered the industrial alien civilization that lives on the world, have evidently started experimenting with wireless transmission. Oh, okay. These guys. Let's have a look where they're at. So they are in the machine age, primitive civilization. You can see they are Jovans, avian, habitability 100%, pacifist, traits enduring, resilient, and Arctic preference. Good, yeah. So the space penguins essentially. Right, okay, that's good. We've just been watching them. We haven't done anything else. A bit naughty, so we haven't been doing the covert infiltration or any of the other stuff. We've just been saying, keep an eye on them, see what happens, which is always good. So, where do you want to go with this one? We've got a couple of cruisers. Would be nice. Have a couple of cruisers on the way. Get some of those. 36k, Fleet Medusa. Phoenix, 9 a bit. It's going down. Every time we upgrade, it goes down. Doesn't necessarily mean it's worse. It's just, it is what it is. Devastator torpedoes is now complete. That's okay. We've got anti-meta missiles. Don't need them. Engineering facility could be quite good. Coil gun. No. Battleship assembly lads. No. Afterburners. That would be quite good. And railguns. Afterburners, I think. And we'll see if any of these need an upgrade. No. And no. Oh, yes. They do need an upgrade. And they've went from 36 and a bit and down. So, there you go. Okay, so one more cruiser. If we get 6 cruisers, then I think we can call it a day. Do you reckon? I think so.
One of our stations is beset by enemies.
Not bothered with corvettes, but they've just sent a 2K fleet in. Okay, Fleet Medusa's on the move. So there is my space station. Actually, it's not. It's a military station, my fortress. And it is now versing a 2.5k fleet. Now, you should look at this and think 7.7k, easily be able to win. Well, sadly, not always the case when it comes to space stations. Although, admittedly, that is holding its own, no problem whatsoever. Look at the shields. It's hardly even going down. And then my fleet turns up. And, well, I don't think I need to worry about them now, do I? He's dead. Right. And now what I'm going to do is go forward with both of these fleets. Yes, indeed. Okay. So, we should have a colony ship. We're going to send it over here. We're going to slam down on there. And we'll put it on an area where we can +1 in each area. There, that's fine. Transmission is the commonality wants open borders. Well, we've got open borders, sorry. It wants migration. No, we're not going to do that. Like I say, splitting up the psi can be a bit dodgy, and quite frankly, I think we're doing okay as it is. Although, doing it with a spiritualist faction is apparently quite good, because as soon as you go there, you're very spiritualist, you have a lot of that attraction and stuff, and you really try to push people that way, and then it can start turning them towards that way and stuff, which is interesting. They are, after all, though, fanatic spiritualists, so it won't matter. It won't matter. It's just it's just saying, well, we're good. Okay, but we're good as well. Okay. Do we agree to disagree or what? Either way, let's send those to that system. What we're going to do is get in G Colony Uno cruisers, G Colony 1 Prime, another cruiser. Keep going for that one. Energy's going down now. That's because of the amount of fleet that's driving around the place. That's still really annoying, that bit there. The fact that he's pushed in like that. I don't know what I can do to remedy that. I've got most things I can... I mean, I've got all but the domination tree in the ascension perk anyway, so I've got the supremacy, border range, I've got border range there from that. I've probably got the 20% from the research tree. Not much I can do to increase that. I would like Voidborn, which is very good. You can build a habitat, but I don't know where I would build it, and I don't know why I would build it. Like, there's no real... Well, there is a reason, but it's the weakest... Oh, not the weakest, but it's the less interesting of all of the things you can build megastructure wise. So here we go, 35 and 8.6k going into combined of just under 10k. I am not worried in the slightest, but let's see how this one goes. So we're engaging straight away. As you can see, their fleets are turning around. There's the missiles going out. So we've got swarmer missiles at the top and then some standard missiles on the bottom. And there is the tier 3 point defense, and it's even taking out every single swarmer missile. So none of them are going in. So we are blatting away with, I believe, tier 5 guns. That is a... Is it tier 5 we're going for? Have we got tier 5? We have tier 5. Yes, small gamma lasers. And quite frankly, we have already destroyed one fleet, and there's the second one gone. So that didn't take too long, did it? No. We will bring in the transport fleet and we'll send it over to there just because we can. We also need a science ship to get some research done. Actually, where is the closest science ship? Science ship, and there. Science ship, you can get some research done there, please. That's fine. Go down there. We can see we've got that fleet sorted. What I'm going to do now is head over this side because I finally want to destroy this thing. It's been a thorn in my side for a while. I'll destroy that. I'm going to get a bit more space. That should always be useful. We could go to their home system, but quite frankly, I don't think I need to. I could, however, send the Federation fleet. No, let's not risk it. Let's just keep the Federation fleet here. And we'll send my main fleet up there. Main fleet being 35k. Not really too much to worry about there. We do have unspent trait points, so I did modify, I believe, this template here. So this template we put on... we'll demolish the template. We'll say it's create new template. So we have one trait pick for our faction, for our species. So we can have some science stuff. We can have some society output. We can have all sorts of stuff. Happiness increase. Minerals increase. Growth speeds. Yeah, I mean, I think we picked strong before, but... You can also remove things like the sedentary lifestyle, so it's reduces migration speed. But I don't use it anyway, so there's no point. You know, you could remove it, but what's the point? We don't need it. Could change your preference as well. Actually, not with that pick. Probably strong, which is increase army damage and get some more minerals, because obviously we're very short on minerals. Not. I don't know. It would take so long to do anyway, so no real point. There is a peace offer. Let's end this war before it goes out of hand. I'm declining it. Quite frankly, because, well, we've got them on the ropes. I want them to surrender. That's all we're getting. And also, I really want this Miriam to lose that and this guy to take it. I think that's only fair. These guys have been pulling the weight completely, so I'm happy with that. Let's keep going. So Heretic Station engaged. This is their frontier outpost, so that probably won't take too long to get smashed up. So we're just going to knock the speed up a bit there. Look at the stream. Look at the stream. All that there, all those are fighters. Sorry, bombers. That looks awesome, doesn't it? Oh, yes. Very nice. Can't wait to see Titans and the Planet Destroyers as well. That should be good. So, that's on half health. I'll unpause it and let's just watch to see how much space we gain here when that goes. It'll probably go down to... Oh, we just got that bit there. Not great. Not as good as I thought it would be. Where else have they got? A frontier outpost. I can't see any. I don't know. Anyway. So science ship's doing some research there. Might bring it over here to do some scanning there as well. But there's the debris analyze. We're going to send it over there. Research in system. We're going to put it on passive fleet stance so it won't run away. Which is maybe a mistake, but we'll see. We're going to build some more cruisers. Actually, we'll make sure we build the cruisers on the bottom world because those are ones close. Those are the ones closest to this area here. Problem I have at this part now is that I've gained a fair decent amount, but I can't upgrade or repair them or do anything else. We've just engaged their home system with nearly 40k's worth of fleet. We've just destroyed their 4 and a bit k's worth of fleet. We've just also caught their 2.3k starbase, a 2.2k military power fleet, and then it's from other ones as well. Basically, I'm decimating all the fleets here. That's all that's happening now. That's going down. That's gone. We're going to go to Quap Jaxi. And we're going to get our transport fleet and enter the orbit of that. And then in but a moment, we will be taking their homeworld. Let's have a look at the homeworld, actually. We've got armies. Oh, they've got a fairly decent amount of defensive armies plus some militia there. Let's pause it here because we're now maxed out on influence. So I'm going to go around and make sure we have Consecrated World. That's the problem. We don't have Consecrated World on all of them because, we run out of them. Consecrated World. And this one will be done soon. There we go. That's enough. That's fine. So, as you can see, bombardment underway. Bombardment type of limited ground support. That's okay. We have got a fleet jumped into here. And we will not lose science ship because I've just blown them up immediately. One shot and it blew it up. One shot. However, that is 4.0k fleet there. I mean, I'd be worried if I wasn't, you know, packing a 36k fleet. What have we lost out of this one? Not much. There's the planet fall, and oh yeah, their will's broken completely. They've got no morale. I don't know if you can see that. Look, morale 0. As soon as the morale falls, that's it. They just drop like a fly. That is getting changed in the next major update, so where it's more of a sliding scale rather than everything's fine and everything's horrible. It doesn't work that way. It's going to make it so everything's either alright and then slowly goes down to we're losing a bit, or oh my god, everything's wrong, and yeah, everything in between. Okay, so we're just going to go stream to the left, just take more planets. So we've taken everything in this area, so the only way that he can get it back is by coming around this corridor, and what we'll do then is probably move that fleet up to there then. Move that fleet up to there, because that's the only way it can come. And we'll get... Is that debris analysed? It is, yeah. Research that. That's all done in there. We're going to take the armies. Going to embark them all. Well done, armies. And head over there. Oh, there you go. There's a 2.6k fleet. But that's why I'm bringing this Federation fleet over to try and take that out. It's jumping anywhere. I don't know where it's jumping to. I'm not really too bothered with that amount, quite honestly. That's gone their home system. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. So I haven't picked the Ascension perk yet. I don't think I really want to do that until I know what happens, whether it be an endgame event or one of these guys appear. So we've got a new world, which is here. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defensive armies. We'll say build a spaceport straight away. We've got a guy plunked down right there to do food, which we don't want because we want a temple, we want a gene clinic, we want a visitors center, and yep, we'll leave it at that. And we'll also obviously go for consecrated world and infrastructure projects, which is reduction, although I should have done that before I built all the other stuff, but whatever. I think we'll be fine, won't we? So their home system, let's just start and engage. Sorry, their other system here, we'll send that over and start engaging. Science ship is now completed there. I do want to go and try and scan there, and I will actually send my other fleet over to do it.
Heretic spaceport engaged.
So Heretic spaceport engaged. Launch the fighters. There's the cap going. Oh, long range guns. Probably has on that one some defense, some... I can't remember what it's called now. I've got it on some of my systems. Yeah, that one, synchronized defenses, probably had that. Not that it matters, it's so over the odds anyway. That it doesn't matter one bit. So science ship, researching their main system. Armies, land the armies. Going to tell them to land anywhere. They're not even finished sieging it, but quite frankly, they're going to be dead. All the defenses are going to be wrecked before they get there. We're going to the chat with the Shroud, so we will take that opportunity to do that. So we'll reach into the Shroud. So for a fleeting moment, we lost in a sense of utter panic washes over us as we contemplate the eternity spent in the Shroud. When we go in footing, the terror recedes. So decrease ship upkeep or increase unity. I'm going to decrease the ship upkeep and... No, ejected back normal space. Didn't work. We've not had much luck with the Shroud, even though it says high chance success or whatever. It just doesn't seem to work for us. Bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. Anyway, we'll go for more battleships because more battleships, more better. So, let's see how that one goes. Just double check on the surface here. See if there's anything we can build. We did get the Ministry of Benevolence, I believe it was. So, if we replace that with Benevolence, it gives us unity and reduces unrest and also govern. Oh, it's Empire unique and produces 6 unity. Do we really need that? I mean, it's going to go over a farm. Do we really need it? Not particularly, to be quite honest with you. I don't think we need it. Go on, we'll have a Ministry of Benevolence. Why not? Just because it's universal. That's something we haven't got, so it's quite cool. Right.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
There's another planet. Immediately, we'll embark all.
Have granted us new wisdom.
We've now got Particle Lance. That's an X weapon. That's very, very good. So we've also got several bits of technology. We just look at this. All this is par research. Things we've just scanned and found. So we've got extra big shields. We've got 0-point reactor, plasma cannons, plasma throwers, ion disruptors, some rare stuff. These are all quantum stabilizers and capacitor fields. These are for the space station. But we're not going to use either. We're going to use the magnet that we've got now. So, quite honestly, I think it's between... Don't need combat rolls because we've got an AI supercomputer from the Shroud. I think it's going to be shields or 0-point reactor. Probably shields because it won't take too long to make. 34 months, yeah, no problem whatsoever. I'm just going to check of the ship design and we can see that the battleship will be armed with a spinal weapon. So, actually, that is almost went and made the Excalibur. So, it's got... the Excalibur from Babylon 5 Crusade. One of my favourite ships ever. It has a huge honking space gun on the front. Volon technology mixed with some Membari stuff. Press the go button, wham. Huge laser out the front. Ship powers down for a minute because, well, we've sort of had to dodgy stuff up. And yeah, either way, we don't have the power to do it. And then it's also got a carrier bit, so it launches fighters and other things. It's got point defense on it. It's got other lasers. It's just an awesome ship. It's, you know, it breaks everything. You know, it's just the best. You know, I understand that that is the case, but I don't know. Actually, I like it so much. It is a really good ship. I mean, you know, it doesn't hold a candle to Battlestar Galactica, but, you know, get me some bullets, Chief. Looks like, hang on. So, this guy's wanting some more peace, more or less of that. A flotilla of civilian transporters arrived in Sathid. Refugees from the Traxxas Stars arrived in our system. They are allowed to settle on Sirius Prime. Expelled from their homes by the Natraxi authorities and they've been travelling from system to system. They are welcome here. Of course they're welcome here. Look, there's space for everybody. Come along. I mean, I know we haven't got open borders in general, and it's you know, it's a bit opposite, but no, you're welcome. You're welcome here. If you haven't got a home and you're being kicked out, by all means, turn up. Yeah, it's alright. Everything's okay. Right, looks like there's a fleet for me to wreck, so do that. So going over here. This should not take long at all. I'm just going to say land armies now because by the time this gets there... Oh, it's actually got... Oh, there's actually 2 systems. 2 systems here. Sorry, 2... It's 1 system, but it's 2 planets. Stagnant ascendancies close the borders. Oh, that's not a good sign. Still decent approval, though. But that could be a sign of awakening. Which is something I definitely want to avoid. Oh! I was going to say... I was wondering why my... I'm going to have to run them off. I was wondering why my... I might lose that thing there. I was wondering why my fleet was taking ages, but there was one little corvette flying around the place. And shooting the transports. I had to run my science ship off because of it was under attack, so I've ran it off. But what I'll do is I'll just send another couple down. You see. So the problem is I can't now like really attack him. Was that a big fleet? 6k fleet. Oh, I'll have that. Where's it going to? Grindex. It's coming here. Oh yeah, let's engage that straight away. It's trying to follow somewhere. Damn it, it got out. It got out. It's a shame. So it looks like we'll go for the last tradition tree here. No longer the leader of the Federation. Trade deal. This is the Sathids. They want research agreement and they're going to give me energy credits for it. Who are the Sathids? Them. Yeah, well, of course, mate. Did I click? No. Hang on. No, we'll be alright. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, fine. Right, so where's this fleet? 6k fleet. Ooh, 6k fleet. That way, is it? Well, I'm going to have to turn around then. On your way then. Turn around. And I think what I'll do is start to... Well, I'll just double check my new world. Yeah, that's looking alright. So we'll start to build probably another one of those, and then we'll upgrade it later on. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So build that, and then build up to max level. And the problem I have... Oh, his fleet's around here. That's fine. I was going to say, if his fleets are streaming towards my system, that could be a bit naughty, actually. But, no, they're not. So I'm just going to head back. So, overall, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to give this guy some worlds, and I'm going to see the different ones myself. Which is around here. Withram, the home system, and that one there. So, a lot of them. There's the other engagement. Not as much point defense though. Have I lost some cruisers? I haven't lost any. I haven't lost any point defense. I just don't know why they weren't firing, or maybe they were. Maybe they were on attack. I think they've ran off rather than doing anything else. Either way, science ship. Let's went back home. We'll upgrade that. Send it back. Get the upgrades on. Speaking of upgrades, there's some more shields. There's a Tachyon Lance, which is the next level of. There's a research institute, very good. Increase research speed across the board by 5%. Worthy of getting. There's even more research, leader lifespan by +5. Yeah, we're bashing through all this now. Armor damage +10%, that's good. Resettlement cost, I'll go for habitability, why not? It increases the happiness. So, do I go back into here? I think I do, and the transport fleet is back and ready to go. Although, I need to stop them coming in. I don't know where they're streaming from. I see, I could just put the fleet there and just sit it there, and there's nothing they can do to get past it. because I know where it's going. In fact, you know what? I'll bring it there. I'll put it there, because they're going to jump in from this system here. They're not going to go all the way around. Well, they can't anyway. Oh, no, they can. They can go around. But yeah. Let's just see what happens there. So a lot of missiles there. We've got flak batteries and stuff. I'm just going to go for things like that one. Take a while. It'll take no time to do it. The coalition of Onothania, which is at the top there, they're going to give me some crystals, which increases energy weapon damage by 15, and they want research agreement. Yeah, 15% energy weapon damage when I'm packing energy weapons. Yeah, plus 10 generic approval points for that. No problem whatsoever, mate. No problem whatsoever. So I'm just going to sit about here. There's my fleet parked. So when they jump in here, they're going to get smashed. So this guy, you can see peace offer. He wants to give me everything but one thing over there. Decline. I have no reason to stop this at the moment. No reason at all. I'm still generating money. I'm still able to build battleships. I mean, like, there's no reason to do that. I do need to change this. G Colony 5, is it? G Colony 5, is it Space 5? It's not. Done. G Colony 5 Prime. Upgrade that. Look at loads of people on here now. There's loads. We're not going to build anything else until we've upgraded the main system. So, let's see. So I hold 3 of his worlds here. And transport fleet can sit there. So in order for him to come in, he has to go through here, through this system, the Loganum system. Or the Logam system. If he goes this way, he gets hit by my fleet. If he goes that way, it's a very long way around, and, well, will he take that chance? I don't know. Either way, I don't see them moving anymore, so I'm going to send the fleet over there. There's new wisdom, which is always useful. I'm just going to smash there. I think we'll smash another. Well, we'll get another one there. Plants. Look at that. As soon as I move, he moves as well. Oh no, did he? No, he didn't. I do want to go there though to give that guy a bit of a kick in. Once I've got these other couple of battleships, I think I'll form a little fleet and park it there. A little fleet. It'll be 3 battleships, you understand, but I think it'll be worth it. So my transport fleet can go down there. That's fine. So we're just going to try and smash this fleet up again. 71% war score. You can see that almost all of it is in green on the score there. So it's just been going up and up and up and up and up. There's no problem there. So we're going to engage this fleet. So 4.6 and 900. 2 different forces. Even better, because it'll be classed as 2 different things in the war score, I believe. So here we go. Apparently I've just lost one there. What would have that been? I don't know. Whoa, that was a bit of a glitch. Right, so they're dead. That didn't take long. Gonna move down to there. Sign ships. Solve that. Do a bit of scanning. These guys can turn up in that system and wait. Hurry up and wait, guys. This is the army. Well, it's the navy actually, but
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
so swarm of missiles. That's all right. Not going to go for robots. Although people have pointed in the comments it might be a good idea, but no, I'm not sold on it. Gauss cannons. Yeah, go on. Not that we need them. Look at that. The transport fleets are going in quicker. Yeah, we're finding the odd fleet here and there. Research projects and system. Damn it, that's what I was afraid of. So he does have... Oh no, he does have some ships there, but he's ran off, so... Nothing to worry about. Right, back to sieging planets. And I would assume, perhaps wrongly, that... the chances of this guy wanting to... stick together, well, wanting to keep the war going now, without just giving up entirely and white piecing it, is... Well, I'll be very surprised if he does it. I'm going to say run away for this. We'll have to jump the ship, but it won't be too much of a bother. There's a friendly fleet as well. Is it? Yeah, it is, yeah. Yes, he's streaming down from the bottom. So he must have done some jobs up here. Oh, he has. Yeah, there's assault up here as well. Oh, interesting. Very good. Very good. Right, so still bombarding this, as you can see. I played a game with a couple of mates the other day and had a very, very weird bug, actually. What happened was... let me just retreat that back. I think we'll get you... Do I need to get that back? No, I'll send it back there. What happened was, when we were engaging planets like this, if we put the transport fleet in orbit, it would stop sieging. The animation would happen, so you'd see like the explosions and stuff down there, and you'd see all of the effects going off, but it wouldn't. It would just not siege. It was very, very interesting. I don't know why that is the case. That was taken almost straight away on 79% war goal now. Bring them back up from the top. Enter orbit again. And then there'll be another hit, and then we're just going to keep going. I'll be able to take all of his space. I don't know why he's able to take all this as well. He must have a frontier outpost that I'm not aware of. Although, I would have thought I'd be able to see it, but then I'd be aware of it, wouldn't I? We'll knock it up to fastest speed. We'll land the armies. He's got some stuff. He's got some defenses there, but that's gone straight away. Of course, as they secure the heathen planet, they're really good. And there's the war. So we will stop that straight away. New faction has recently been gaining traction, led by, yeah. So we've got another faction. That'll be some of the Quap and Jaxi. Best possible outcome. We are now seeing flotilla of civilian ships from the Miriam refugees from the pious Zanami commonalty have arrived now space, and they've been allowed to settle on G Colony 5 Prime. So if we got G Colony 5 Prime, we'll be able to see. Pause it. I keep pausing it and it's unpausing it. Oh, look at that. Yay. Miriams. Sathids. Yeah, Generis. Oh, they're all here. Hey, guys. Welcome, welcome. I should really start doing some more stuff. Oh my god, I'm on 9 directly controlled planets. Right, that's bad. Okay, so I reckon we've won the war. Will the Generi League protect us? What is that? Protectorate. Yeah, I'm now Protectorate. Yeah, we'll take this guy on. No problem whatsoever. So, too many colonized systems, unemployment, inactive buildings, and almost certainly a boatload of systems around here that are not entirely decent. Now, actually, here's a problem. See, that's green. That's a bit disingenuous. It says Ocean World 100% habitability. It's not the case. It means somewhere I have a civilization, a species that can do it. I'm the Generi. I start with arid. But we do have others that have turned up. Like on here. Ocean preference. That's them. It's the Miriams. That's what it is. So it looks like, oh yeah, it's no problem. You've got like really good stuff there. No, not the case at all. Not the case at all. You can see the issue. Anyway, I'm going to go around, get things like energy grid. Start getting some research up. That should do us for now. Right. Transport fleet, we're going to bring back. We're going to shove it down here because we'll have probably a lot of problems with unrest. So we need to sort this out now, which is why I'm keeping it paused. So each area, I'm going to have 10 defensive armies. We'll build a spaceport. So, spaceport. I see we can only do Quap and Jaxi there. It doesn't matter. 10. There you go. And we got unemployed. Oh, look at that. It's been absolutely hammered. I'm going to have to do something about a lot of this. That's quite difficult. Okay, so get the strike forces to go back and meet up. We'll all get them to go back and sort themselves out. The automatic exploration, we can go and do that one. Yes, we can. This science ship, say, go and do that as well. So we've got some exploration we can do. That's fine. These are okay. They're fine. That's good. Send them back there. 500 naval capacity. Right. Construction ship then. We probably need to build a construction ship. I'll go for G Colony 5 Prime, which will go for 2 construction ships, and then while we're on, we'll have crew quarters, observatory, and Fleet Academy is probably about right. Now we may, it might be worth getting rid of some of these frontier outposts, but at the moment we're doing alright. We've got trade deal duration expired, we haven't got a research agreement with them. We've got invasion completed, that is repairs completed. This is, oh, the Holy Cacnor Nation joined the Generi League. Sorry, who? Oh, these guys, really? I mustn't have voted on that, but that has just changed the galaxy. Yep, see all that? All that in brown? That's the Generi League. The Generic Federation. Sorry. Yep. I think when the inevitable manure hits the fan, it'll be an interesting one. So I've got some... Oh, what have I sent moving here? Science ship, sorry. Automatic exploration. Yeah, that's fine. So. Fleet order cancelled. Ah. Nothing to do. Okay. So I guess you just go back. Assist research then. Right. So I've got a constructor, which I'll send over there. Build mining stations. This guy, I'll build a... I'll just send it over to their home system just to have it there. Although, actually, that one will say we've got 9 minerals to build there. I'm guessing he is not too happy. Minus 40. It's not too bad. Unemployment, loads of it. Let's sort this out. So, what can I do around here? Well, energy grid is always useful. We'll have Paradise Dome. We'll have a temple. We'll have... mineral processing. We'll have power plant. We'll have mining network there. I don't know what's happened to this world. It must have been absolutely devastated by someone. And finally, power plant and then upgrade that. Okay, so that should fix that problem. But we do have too many colonized systems. So Empire influence gain minus 20% and NG generation minus 20% as well. Not great at all. So we could possibly fix that. And the way to do it would be... Well, for a start, let's consecrate the worlds. We don't have enough to do all of them, I don't think. No, but we will do in about 10 seconds. And click. There you go. All of them are consecrated. Consecrated being happiness plus 5%, spiritual extraction increased by 25%, growth speed increased by 15, unity output plus 15, and job done. So, that's good. But what does it mean? Well, it means that we have to spend a lot of time now going around different planets and sorting things out. However, I have a better idea. All of these, anything I take, we'll put into a sector. We'll make a sector and we'll put it in there, and then we'll just have it as the captured sector, essentially. That's what we'll have. So, I think that makes sense. That makes sense, yeah. Okay. So, I think we'll leave it there. Very good progress indeed. So, we won the war outright. As you can see, the Zanami commonality has taken the couple of worlds around here that was remaining, which means the Miriams are squished into this small bit here. The next war almost certainly will be against the Miriam, so the coalition can absorb the rest of it. So, essentially, we have all of this space. Sorry, we have all of this space because these guys are in the Federation now, which is great. If any of these other two stand in the way, that's fine. Probably going to go for the Quap and Jaxi again. But I think now the biggest threat will be from outside the galaxy, so one of the emergent events. So it could be the Tyranid type guys that turn up and the Devouring Swarm type things. It could be the crystalline type ones. I can't remember what those are called. I don't think it's going to be the robot ones, because I don't think we've got any more robot empires around here, unless no and no. So actually I don't know what it would be, but it could be, one could pop up somewhere. Or it could be that guy or that guy awakening, and we'll have to choose, in which case we have to be ready for that, which is why I've kept my Ascension perk, so ready for that as well. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed the video. As always, comments in the comments and stuff, that changes how we do things. If you think we should just keep going for war and keep wiping this guy out, then by all means let me know. I think personally that is the way to go, get this guy finished off, but any more changes, suggestions, then put them in the comments there. As always, and as mentioned several times now, this is a Patreon directly sponsored video, so thank you very much for that. Plus an appreciation / approval points. It really makes it sort of possible and helps me out a lot, and the channel as well. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.